The Bible is clear. We're supposed to pick up our cross and follow Him daily. We're not supposed to pick up a cross just for a decoration piece. The cross is a killing machine. What He's actually asking you to do is pick up basically an electric chair and pack it around with you everywhere you go. Not just wear a little cross on around our neck and say, I go to church. The gospel is foolishness to the world. It's foolishness. Without faith, the gospel is foolishness. How often do we share the gospel today? What is the gospel? The good news. Who said that? Thank you, sir. The gospel, summed up simply, is the good news. You see, I see people sharing good news all the time. Oh, my kid graduated from college, or I got a promotion at my job, or I got married, I'm engaged. I see people promote the good news all the time, but how often do we actually promote the good news of Jesus Christ, the gospel? The one that says in Romans chapter 1, verse 16, that I am unashamed of the gospel because it's the life-saving power. And let me tell you something today. If you never share the gospel, if you only participate in church by sitting and listening, you're ashamed of the gospel. Straight up, you're ashamed of it. If you weren't ashamed of it, you would blast it from the mountaintops. It would be on your Facebook. It would be on your YouTube. It would be what you talk about. It would be what you got tattoos all over you. It'd be on your arms. If you're unashamed of the gospel, prove it. Because talk's cheap, and the time for talk is over in this world. This next generation coming up, they don't care about your talk anymore. They don't care about a dead God that doesn't do anything, that doesn't save people, that doesn't heal people, that doesn't speak, that doesn't still provide. They're done with that. If you don't want to see modern Christianity as we know it die, it's time for some of these people to rise up and to start being unashamed of the gospel again. And if you've been privileged enough to learn this gospel for yourself and have Jesus revealed to you, it's your calling. There's no such thing as somebody that's called to Christianity that's not a leader. If you claim Christ, you're a leader now. And what kind of leadership does that mean? Does that mean you get the fancy office and the desk and you get the top of the tower? It's the opposite. Jesus did the opposite. Read it in Philippians chapter 2. If you've never read Philippians chapter 2, I want you to mark it. I want you to write it down, and I want you to go home and study it. It talks about how Jesus came from heaven. He looked at God and he said, God, I'll go. And he willingly chose to give up his divine privileges, to step down into a mortal human body and subject himself to death. The scriptures are clear. If you love your life, you'll lose it. But if you give your life for Jesus, you'll find it. Does your life feel purposeless this morning? Do you feel like you're just going through the motions day to day, make a check, pay a bill, day after day after day after day, and you have no purpose? Maybe you haven't fully given your life to Him. Because you have to lose yourself to find Him. You see, how many of us would be willing to follow God if Jesus was walking around calling people just like He did the disciples? Because He walked up to you and said, follow me. Now, He didn't say, whenever you get time. He didn't say, whenever you're in a good financial spot, follow me. Whenever you retire and you got all kinds of time on your hand, follow me. What did He say to them? Follow me. And they forsook everything and followed Him. We say we want to see what the disciples were able to see, yet we're not willing to sacrifice the way they were willing to sacrifice. Is anybody offended this morning? If I didn't offend at least one of you, I messed up. I'll start it back over.